It's a perfect day. You know, I've been doing a bit of singing over the last few days, and I've come to discover something very, very important. I can't fucking sing. But anyway, so what I want to talk about, I've not done a video for a few days. I've been doing my give back thing and one thing and another. I love doing these things, and my intent was to do one a day for 100 days. And now I realise I don't actually have to answer to anyone, so I just do them when the fuck I want. But I like doing them. So on Memorial Day, I do a little bit of give back. People who are there know what I do. Anyone else, none of anyone's business. And in the give backs, Memorial Day. So I walk in this place and I decide to do a speech. And it doesn't really matter what the place is, because this is pertaining to life. And as I'm walking in, it doesn't really matter what happened, but this is what happens with a lot of people, especially people who've been in the military. And bear in mind, this is Memorial Day, so I'm going to put a few noses out of joint here. I really don't fucking care. It's Memorial Day, so it's a bit of a time to be retrospective, if that's the word. I don't know what the word is, I'm just making this shit up. So I do this thing, and I stand on a chair, I do this speech, and I said, to start with, you guys salute. It's not a military place, this, by the way. You guys are saluting. And I worked, it doesn't matter, in certain units, regardless of the country, in certain units of the military. And when I speak with people, there's no fucking saluting, there's no calling people sir, there's no making your fucking bed pack in the morning, there's very little in the way of uniform other than what you actually need. And what I was talking about was the people that do that are actually the ones that do the fucking horrible, nasty shit, that really know their game. However, if you go to military academies, it's all judged on appearance and the crease in your pants and how well you folded your fucking blankets, all of which are completely fucking redundant, but a way of fucking brainwashing people to follow orders blindly. There's a couple of militaries in the world that don't operate that system too well, and they're often the ones that are most at war. So the parallel between that and life, and this was what the speech was about, is, well, let's call this place I use the word loosely, a religious institution. It's a fucking art gallery. But there are people there of all different levels of extremity or not of a religion. And some of the ones who are there, and this is not about religion, this is not really about military, this is just about life. Some of the ones that were there are all immaculate and dressed in their best and all this, that and the other, and their kids are all immaculate, are the most disruptive, fucking respectful and judgmental people there. And you can apply this to anywhere. Some of the people that show up in fucking flip-flops and shorts and really don't give a fuck are the ones really that are most in tune with what's going on in life in general. And you can apply this anywhere you want. And the speech ended with the parallel between, just because someone has creases in the pants, be it in military or in a fucking wherever, doesn't mean they know it any better, or they've got more conviction than the guy that just shows up and he's not trying to impress anyone, he's not doing anything, he's just doing what he wants to do. And I ended this speech with, some people look at me judgmentally, like I'm a guy that gives a fuck, based on my appearance or based on my language or whatever. I'm talking about this, and this was Memorial Day, and the people who were all pristine, I said, here's the thing, you're gonna see people today when you're walking home that might be drunk, they might be on park benches, they may be, begging for money. And I said, this is Memorial Day. Before you make judgment on these people, these are the people that may have fucking kept you safe through all this shit. So what's my point here? And I know that's pre-framing. I don't always know that. That's a trigger to myself. What's my point? My point is, whatever it is in life, and this city is a great leveler of that, you can never really tell who's who. So before we try and make ourselves pristine in the community, or make ourselves look more than we are, or become someone we're not, and then become judgmental of other people, and this you can apply to anything. And you can apply this to your fucking leased BMW fucking S-Class, whatever, I don't even know anymore what cars are. You can apply this to designer bags, you can apply it to anything. Before we become judgmental about other people, we may really have no fucking clue who they are, what their story is, and they may be the very people that are actually allowing you to live your life as you wish to live it. So before we become judgmental about the homeless person or the quiet person that says nothing, or all these things, you may not know, and you probably don't know anything about that person and what they may have done to help you in the past. And they might just be the kind of person that says nothing. You know? My dad was kind of one of those guys. So, a couple of days after Memorial Day, that was something I took from it. And I am grateful to the people who allow me to stand on chairs and preach, as it were. Who's that? Oh, okay. Preach, as it were. So, and I'm grateful to you guys for listening. So from, where am I? Conservatory Garden, Central Park, New York City. This is the real Tony Cohen. I'm YouTuberable, the real Tony Cohen. I'm what's-itable, Twitterable, I'm everythingable, Facebookable. The real Tony Cohen, live from New York City. Get the fuck out of here!